Simon, and I've been asked by my friends in North Carolina to make a short video about the Norwegian education system. We can only go into the principles and to the main lines of how the education system works. So I will take you on a short tour of my own neighborhood and to give you the main principles of our system. When you're 0 years old, your parents will get 49 weeks of 100% maternity leave or 59 weeks of 80%. And as you can see, I'm really happy that we have this system in Norway because I'm expecting a girl any day now, and then I will get a couple of weeks, and then next spring I will get 10 weeks that are especially for the father to get to know their child even better. And now we're outside kindergarten, and at kindergarten you start when you are between 1 and 2 years old, and you stay here until, well, you're about 6 years old, because then you start at primary school. Everyone who wants to go to kindergarten has a right to go to kindergarten. It costs around $200 a month, and we have 90% coverage of kindergarten in Norway. So now it's time to go and have a look at the primary school here in my area. So this is the primary school of my area. You start here when you're 6 years old, and you attend this school for 7 years, and there's no grades, and it's a public school, and that's the only school here in this area. 90 to 95% of the children in Norway attend public school. This is also quite a new school. I think it's 2 years old, and it costs around $20 million. So then we're off to my middle school. So this is my middle school. You start here when you're around 12, 13 years old, and you attend here for 3 years. You also start with grades at this school. So this school decides on which high school you can get into. It's a pretty good school. It's public, and as you can see, it has a lot of open areas where you really have to run from the bullies. But I ran fast, and I think that saved me through this school. So then it's off to my old high school. So this is my old high school. You start here when you're 16 years old, and at the high school you start to decide on which way you want to have your education. If you're going to go the practical way, become an electrician or a chef, but this school prepares you for university. So first of all, welcome here to my work. I work at the Norwegian Maritime Directorate. It's almost equal to the US Coast Guard. Now we have gone through the main stages of the school system. But when you're finished with high school, you start higher education with 3, 5 or 7 years. 3 years for a bachelor, 5 years for a master, then 7 years approximately for a PhD. I went on an old system, so I took another degree, Kandidatum Juridicum, which was an old European degree, which is 6 years for a master. Before we conclude on this topic, I think there's some major points to the Norwegian culture and Norwegian education system. First of all schools are free. You shouldn't pay anything to attend school, but there's a small tuition, I think it's around $200 or $300 a year for university. Middle school, high school and primary school, there's no tuition at all. If you're going to afford to take an education, especially in another town, you have to have money, apartment and for food and for all the necessities. So in Norway they started with a student loan for everyone. There's some people who don't get a student loan, and those are the people who have a lot of money. So if you have too much money, you won't get a student loan, but everyone else get a student loan, and that is to cover the cost of living. So to sum it up, I think there's two principles. The first is real freedom. If I should be free to choose whatever education I want, it shouldn't be dependent on my parents' income, and I should be able to actually, with my own abilities, my own effort, to seek the dream I have and what I want to do in life. And then we need a welfare system and also an economical system that enables me as an individual, not belonging to a family with or without money, but with me as an individual to pursue my dreams and to work for what I want. And the other thing is trust. We have some kind of a social contract. You should pay what you're able to pay, and you should receive what you need. Free healthcare. The best hospitals in Norway are public hospitals. We have a good welfare system, so if you lose your job, you will get welfare. We pay a lot of taxes, but we don't pay any insurance. Well, we pay insurance for our house and our cars, but when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to taking care of our kids, we don't have to pay insurance. There's a lot of things that we have to improve in the Norwegian system also, and we have to work constantly to keep the quality in our healthcare, in our welfare. I think that's common for any country. Those basic principles on how we are going to live together is a really good principles that I'm really happy that we share in Norway. So that kind of sums it up for my presentation for you, and I wish you all the well and good luck with the election this fall. You can probably guess which candidate I was hoping that you would elect. But now you have two interesting presidential candidates. So good luck with that, and we will be watching from Norway.